This edition of Sports Galore is proudly brought to you by Subway. And now, here's your hosts, Mark Allen and Adam Treloar.
G'day everybody, I'm Mark Allen. Welcome to Sports Galore, and this is Adam Treloar. Have a look at the outfit. I love the pinstripes, bud.
Thanks, mate. 125th anniversary we're wearing this week against the Blue Boys, so really looking forward to it. Originally, I was going to wear a suit, but
hang on for that just one
second. Too long, mate.
Just one tick. Just one tick. I'm going to find out. That's our Subway inside story in just a tick. But you're wearing the new pinstripe because our Collingwood footballers...
champion.
Now, this was Len Thompson's first number 28. He ended up wearing number 2.
Look at the number.
Look at the shiny numbers.
Look at that.
My first jumper when I was a little kid, my dad liked Rodney Oborn. And
Rodney Oborn.
Like a number 8. Exactly like that. They have a patch sewn in and then the numbers on the patch.
That is awesome.
Kids wouldn't even know.
Do you have the shorts there, Marco? Got the shorts?
I did have the shorts.
Yeah, they're gone somewhere.
The shorts are gone.
Oh, they're gone.
The shorts are gone.
They're even more impressive.
But there's Len, the
great...
It's
a button-up.
Yeah.
You could almost wear that out now. You could wear that out.
There is the great Len Thompson's first jumper at Collingwood.
What a champion.
How good is that? We're going to put it right there.
That is so cool.
The first mobile ruckman going around.
This is nice, isn't it?
Oh, mate, I reckon it looks fantastic.
Very good. I'm really looking forward to wearing it.
Nice little touches, and then, of course, all the premiership years.
Hopefully add a couple my time here, and then pass that on, and we win more after that.
That would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
That would be fantastic. Now, to our good friends at Subway, this is an early one.
Off.
Because when I walked in here today, you were wearing a suit.
See, mate,
what is the story?
So, what happened last week is Brent Sanderson, our forwards coach, goal kicking coach, he likes to put a wager on things and goal kicking, especially with us. We've been struggling a little bit in front of goal. And last week he said, all right, this is it. Coaches versus players.
Nice.
There's about 10 coaches, and the players weren't handpicked as they were the week before. What it was is the 10 players who wanted to take the kick, they stepped up and took the kick.
Right.
And the bloody players let us down. The coaches beat us. Coaches beat us. We let Gotchi beat us. We let Sando beat us.
Brad Gotch.
Scott Burns. We let Banger beat us. We'd lost. So the deal was that if you lose, you got to wear a full club suit to our first day at the club this week. Obviously today being our first day.
So everyone had to.
So we all had to wear a suit.
Every player.
And then in the team review, we all had to wear a suit as well. So it was the most uncomfortable team review I've ever sat in my life, and I'm not wearing that now. That's why I'm not wearing it, mate, because this is much better to rep in here.
By the way, I love that. Coaches, well done.
It is.
Put a bit of pressure on the boys.
I think there's one.
If you guys beat them, I love the fact that there's something on
Marco,
it.
this is an early Subway inside story for next week, I'm going to say.
Oh,
now.
jeez.
I think, I might be wrong here, but Sando and Faz, they have a little competition. They always compete against each other.
Yeah.
They're going to have a goal kicking comp this week, and I think the loser's going to shave their head.
Oh, now that is sensational.
Alex Fasolo with a shaven head. That would be
hilarious.
Oh, that would be hilarious. So please, let's hope that happens.
The funny bit would be it would grow back in 2 days.
It would. We're Brent Sanderson. I think he's struggling at the moment, so he needs all the hair he can get.
Hey, before we go any further, because we do want to talk about our theory, our young beating old, which is our theme for the day, after Anthony Joshua took on Vladimir Klitschko and finished in one of the great heavyweight title fights you've ever seen. But last week against the Cats, 5-day break versus a 7-day break, going in 1-4, they're undefeated. And to play the way you guys played in that third quarter, tell us about the feeling out there at that stage.
It was awesome, mate. I think I said on your show yesterday, the run home, great show.
Thank you, mate.
Nice little plug there.
Thanks, buddy.
I was saying how I think the beauty about footy is, since it was only a 5-day break, we didn't really have time to dwell on Anzac Day, obviously being the last game prior to that. So, we just really came out with a free mind. We knew how we wanted to play. We knew if we could be bold with the way we moved the footy, especially going inside, and then finishing going forward, which we hadn't been doing, especially when the game was on the line. And in that third quarter in particular, when the game was up for grabs, our big players really stood up. And how good was Wellesley? Wellesley's, some of his decision-making, especially going inside 50, you can see why he was one of the best ball users in the AFL and is one of the best ball users.
Lyndon Dunn as well. I mean, just straight into the team, did a fantastic job.
Absolute star. He just plays his role, and he's probably the most vocal out there, and that's saying something because Pendles is generally pretty vocal, but Dunny is right up there for one of the most passionate and vocal guys I've ever met, and he's a star, absolute star.
One of the things I've noticed with you in particular, and a lot of our players in a few weeks, desperately trying to kick on the left side. You're actually having to go with it.
Yeah,
I mean, we see Motlop and Cockatoo, they're doing the right foot bananas.
Them goals.
I kind of don't mind those as well. But I have noticed that you've been making a real effort to kick with the left.
I think with this day and age, you have to be able to do that. I think, you're not always going to be strong on your. If you're still side bottom, you can kick both legs, but you're not generally going to be good on your weak side. And the more you practice it, you're going to get in them situations. And you talk to all great left footers, and we got a couple on our team: Pendles, Braden Maynard.
Yep.
They have no right foots. It's purely there for balance.
Crisp.
So, it's crisp, exactly. So what they do is they sell candy on the right and then straighten up and go left. If they can't, then they just have to force kick it on the right. But it's very, very important to be able to kick both legs nowadays.
I like what you're doing. Now,
Thank you.
Carlton, we play the Blues this week.
The GWS Blues,
A
are
lot
they?
of GWS Blues. So we've got Marchbank, Plowman, Phillips, Pickett, and
There's a
Palmer.
tongue twister there.
You got a little bit of
It
info, a
is.
little bit of background on them. Have you been sharing that with the coaching team?
Yeah, well, I think they do enough. The coaches do enough study. It is. I mean, they're paid to study, so I think they know enough. But if they come to me, I can tell them. And Marchbank was a rising star in the past week. Plowman is a nice up-and-coming defender, obviously flipper in the ruck.
Phillips.
Pickety and Palmersy. So, mate, I just like that. It's a tongue twister. That's very impressive.
You've done well.
Plowman, Phillips, Pickett, Palmer.
You're
Plowman,
too good.
Phillips, Pickett, Palmer.
Go on, one more.
Plowman, Phillips, Pickett, Palmer.
Not too bad. Good luck against the Blues
Thank
this
you.
week. Now, the young beating old. The
Yes.
UK's Anthony Joshua. It was one of the great fights. Joshua
It was.
got Vladimir down, Klitschko, in the 5th round. Then Klitschko drops Joshua.
Phenomenal. For the first time in his career.
First time in his career. And then in the 11th round, Joshua just
ends up winning.
just
Phenomenal.
downs him. It was unbelievable.
Unreal.
But a young man beating the 41-year-old former champ Vladimir. So we thought we'd have a look at.
How much do you reckon they weigh, actually? Both of them two?
I would say Klitschko. Have you seen Klitschko? He's like
They're
6'5".
Let's just say, Marco. All right.
I would say he weighs 120 kilos.
Sammy's he's waiting for something.
Yeah, come on.
$1 million on the line. And you're about to fight
Yeah.
Klitschko. You have to last 3
Yeah.
minutes in the round, and he's going as hard as possible.
Yep.
If you last 3 minutes without getting knocked out, you get $1 million. If you don't, you go to jail for 2 years. Would you challenge? Would you try it?
Make it 5 million and I'm in. $1 million's not enough. 5
3
million.
minutes. You reckon you
5
last 3
million?
minutes without getting knocked out?
5 million and give me the headwear and I'm in.
What's your special move?
My special move is covering up. But see, I reckon
there you go.
I'd go down twice and really take the count out long. I could
Get
do
up when it's 9.5.
Yeah. Plus, I would flick the ref. I'd flick him. If I was getting 5 mil, I'd flick him 500,000 to help me. You do the same,
Mate. I'd just beat him.
You'd beat him.
1-on-1.
What would you do?
Oh, mate,
How are
I
you in the
would
ring?
Run.
You any good?
Horrendous.
Little
A
cat.
couple of funny boxing stories, but I'll leave that for next week. But there's a couple of Adam Oxley has a great boxing story.
Does he?
All right, you
What's
know what? I need to say it. Sammy's just gone the go ahead.
Righto.
First year.
Adam Oxley at the club.
Listen to this. First year, the boys. So this is, I think, they got in a bit of trouble. Like they might have not been training well all
Right.
the first years. This is Adam Oxley's first year.
Yeah.
And this is when Alan Didak, Heath Shaw, all the really good boxers were there, and
Yeah.
Pendles, and I think Fly at the time, the coach comes out and boys, as punishment for not doing well enough, they circled it up.
Yeah.
Big massive circle out on the sprung
I
floor.
love this stuff.
And all the first yearers were boxing, and they were going hell for leather. Like this was 2 weeks in. None
Having
of
a
the
real
most
crack.
intimidating thing they would have ever seen.
Headgear?
Adam Oxley doesn't know how to box. I love you, Ox. But what he's done is he's held his arm like that.
Queensbury rules.
No, but he's gone like that. Stiff as a board. So if you touch me right now, stiff as a board.
Yes.
And then he's gone against Ben Kennedy at the time.
Can Ben Kennedy go?
No. Oh, he's all right.
He's all right.
And so Ben Kennedy,
Yeah.
he's thrown a punch, and Ox has dodged it like that.
Yeah.
And instead of going one punch, Ox has gone the double punch. He's got the old double jab like that.
What sort of move
mate,
is that, Ox?
There you go. There you go. That is my second inside story of the week. Oh, mate,
one
the funniest
show.
thing I've ever heard. He's gone the old double punch.
Watch out, Kennedy. Oh! That'll teach you. Oh, what a
mate, I had
joke.
break. Oh.
Ox.
That's it for now. See you guys.
Right. Yeah, Ox came round to my house and took my
Yeah.
3-wood and my 5-wood.
He's a very good golfer, isn't he?
If he still does that sort of double jab action, I'm going to come take him back, mate. That is not on.
He can box. He can box. He was just really intimidated at the time.
Righto, so which sport do you reckon least age relevant?
I had to think about this. Probably 10-minute think. And for me, I just thought athletics. I don't think athletics is too much of a sport.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
I reckon sprinters, I reckon you're right.
Completely wrong. It is a sport. People might think it's not. It is a sport.
I know what you're saying. It's a race.
Exactly. But I think I always see young people, like a couple of weeks ago I brought up Melissa Wu. Remember Melissa Wu when she was 13 on the diver? She won a bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games. So, mate, for me, athletics is something I don't think you need to be too old at.
And I reckon our man Usain Bolt is creeping up there as well. Yeah. So young and
but
old.
He started
I don't mind that.
real young when he was good when he was real
I'll throw
young.
a couple at you. Darts. Golf.
I don't think that is.
No age restrictions there.
At all for darts.
So
what about lawn bowls?
Oh, no age restriction there. You can be 12 or 112 and you can still get around on the lawn bowls. Barefooted as well.
Pre-season would be pretty tough, wouldn't it? Lawn bowl pre-season.
What do you reckon they do for a lawn bowling pre-season? Sam, can we get somebody on maybe on the track?
Lawn bowling pre-season.
Just drink the ponies down there
High
at the club.
intensity running, I reckon.
Yeah, that might be it. Now, we've gone back in time to have a look at, because Joshua beat the 41-year-old Klitschko.
Yes.
Young beating old.
This one is ridiculous.
How about this? The Matildas lost a soccer game. The Matildas. So this is the equivalent, the girls' Socceroos, our Australian team. The Matildas lost a soccer game in 2016 to the Newcastle Jets under-15 team.
What did they lose, like score-wise? What was the score, Marco? That's the more important.
Have you got that score? I don't have it.
7-0.
The Matildas lost 7-0.
Under 15 team, 7-0.
Oh, hang your head in shame, girls.
And
that's a disgrace.
And at the time, they were number 5 ranked international team. And
so what's happened to that under 15
Do you reckon
team?
straight after that they signed 12 of the under 15 players straight to the Matilda team?
Tell me this: was it the under 15 girls team or the under 15 boys team?
Under 15 boys team.
The boys team. All right, that's
like
a little bit
I
different.
feel
I
like
think
that.
they were signed.
That's
that
you
makes
wouldn't
it
believe it.
a little bit different. So I wouldn't have picked that, by the way. Under 15.
Well, he's copped it a little bit this past couple of weeks, Sammy. You've put it on him, and he's delivered in spades, mate.
See, I like to say he left that out. He left the gender thing out there on purpose, Sam.
It all depends on you wouldn't believe it whether he brings his A game.
Now in Norway, how about this one? 7-time chess champion. This is another ageless sport. Was defeated by a 6-year-old girl. 7-time chess champion. According to the girl's mum, she had only been playing the game at a chess club for 6 months.
I almost don't believe that, Sam.
That's true.
That's a truie, right?
She was 6.
6.
Now, I reckon I just wouldn't leave the house for probably a year if I lost to. If I played a 6-year-old at football, and they beat me,
yes.
I would retire then and there. I reckon.
Well, they might beat you in the AFL Evolution, mate.
No, they won't.
I reckon my kid would.
Our good friends at AFL Evolution, we are going to get my rating up. And in that,
Kelly Ellen might flog you.
Jeremy Howe is only rated 79.
Jeremy Howe's only rated 79. Have they not
and
seen the
Brody
kids
Grundy, 76.
What?
What is this?
He's the best
AFL
ruckman
Evolution?
in the comp
He
at the moment.
is. Oh, Marco.
That's a disgrace.
Just don't play it, mate. Just don't play it and you won't.
We'll write a letter.
Too much to
We'll
it.
write a letter. Now, it's your
You
turn
wouldn't
for the
believe it.
you
It is
wouldn't
me.
believe it.
All right.
I don't want to see. Let's go.
All right, Marco. Way back in 1995, I was 2 years old then.
Yep.
A 10-year-old Michael Phelps was setting all sorts of junior records in the pool.
Makes sense.
The only person who could beat him was a future NBA player, Kris Humphries. Do you know who Kris Humphries is? No. Remember, he was once married to Kim Kardashian.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I remember that guy. He had hard times after a while, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's struggling a little bit in basketball terms.
Yeah, righto.
Humphries beat Phelps in the 50-metre butterfly, the 100-metre freestyle, and the 50-metre freestyle. All of the same races were future Olympic. Also in these races were future Olympian Ryan Lochte.
No, I don't believe
So
it.
Kris Humphries has beaten Phelps and Lochte, who were two
And he just
champions of the
stuff
sport.
And went on to play NBA.
And
No,
he went and played in the NBA.
No way.
Sammy,
That's
it is
true.
correct.
It's true.
Good
Should've
one. Is that
stuck
a
to
thumbs up or thumbs down,
that's a good
Marco?
one.
That's a thumbs up.
I reckon he was going to go 2 bad ones in a row, but that's a very
That is
good
a
one.
So
That's amazing.
He's gone on to beat them, be an NBA player, marry Kim Kardashian,
Not a
have his
bad
own
effort.
reality TV show, and now he's back playing basketball off the
Is he
bench.
back playing basketball?
Well, I think he just comes off the bench and plays.
That's still
He still
where
plays.
he was. He was in a
Exactly.
bad spot, so
Exactly.
well done to him. Now, time for Do You Care? Now, the NBA,
Oh,
second round of the
yes.
NBA playoffs are on the way.
Oh, Marco,
Three.
remember this time last year? It was
Oh,
all about Oklahoma and
You were
Kevin
checking
Durant.
your phone.
Now it doesn't matter because
Under there.
they're going to win it anyway.
Are they
It's a
gonna win?
one-horse race. Golden State have it.
They're home.
They're home. I'm sorry to all the Cleveland fans out there. Adam Oxley, who's going to absolutely kill me for this, but they're home. They're home.
Well, 3 Aussies remain: Joe Ingles, Dante Exum,
and
Paddy Mills. That's good.
It is good. You know what? I was reading this just quickly about the NBA. I was reading the top 10 stories that come out of the first round of the playoffs, and the 10th story was Joe Ingles is going to get paid.
He's going to get a big one.
Yes.
So
Because
what do you reckon
he's
he's on
dominating.
What do you think he's on at the
I actually
moment?
have no idea. Maybe a couple mil. Maybe.
Righto.
But he's a star, mate. You need to do yourself a favour, and he's a superstar. He's Mr. Fix-It. He does everything for him.
Because we saw Delhi go from about $2 million a year to signing for $40 million or something over
$32 million deal over 4 years.
Yeah, that's right. So from small money to big
Joe
money,
Ingles will be on about the same.
He's going to do the same jump.
He's a star.
All right, we'll have.
But
a
it's
for
good
that.
to support our fellow Aussies. But I'm sorry, guys, but it's all about Golden State at the moment, and my boy KD finally winning a ring.
Beautiful. Now back here in town, Melbourne United are going to play an exhibition game in China next season.
That's awesome. I
You
like
care?
that. I do care. That's cool. Pity I can't go. Because I go to all the Melbourne United games. My Melbourne United boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
GC 43?
Yeah, well, I can't go. I can't go, mate.
Oh,
unless the club gives me a week off.
Yeah,
is that all right?
Bucks.
I'll ask Bucks. Bucks
you should
watches
be
the
right.
show, so Bucks hopefully I can get that week off.
He does watch the show, doesn't
And look,
he?
if Golden State make the playoffs and make the finals in the next couple of weeks, it's in a month. I think we play maybe Brisbane or someone. If I can get that week off and go and watch the Golden State game, I really like that, please, Bucks.
I don't think that's going to wash, buddy. Now, in the soccer, Liverpool...
You don't reckon? You're really sincere.
Liverpool's Emery Chan scores one of the great Liverpool goals ever.
Emery Chan.
I think that's his
Is
name.
that like our friend
Emery Chan? No, not quite. Well done for getting him in. Great performance. I thought you were going to leave Guok out this week.
That boy Guok.
Did you see the scissor kick? Could
From
Guok...
Guok.
What was Guok? Did he have any sporting skills?
I think it was good footy.
Could Guok McClure Guok? Could he do a scissor kick and put it in the top left-hand corner?
Not as good as Emery Chan. No, I didn't see this. What happened?
Oh, man, it was one of the great kicks you've ever seen.
One of the greatest Liverpool goals of all time.
Ever. It was an absolute beauty.
Oh, to stay in the Champions League.
Yeah.
No, that's pretty big.
It was massive.
I do know that because FIFA 17, I play that.
Is there any... Cameron Smith wins breakthrough USPGA tournament in New Orleans.
Wait, hold
it's
on.
a teams
Hold
event,
on.
though.
Australian Cameron Smith golf. Isn't he a NRL player?
Yes, he's also an NRL player, but same name.
That's
Queenslander
different
as well.
Cameron Smith.
Queenslander,
Okay.
former Australian amateur champ. He won a teams event, though. It's a new tournament.
Is that not as good as
Well, it's not as
individual?
good, but still pretty good
It's
because he gets a
still pretty
2-year exemption.
Oh, that's good on you, Smitty.
There you go. That's
I
what I like
like
to hear.
that, Smitty.
Bessap Risha says his 6-year-old son has started to copy all of his pre-match superstitions. I don't like the sound of
This is
that.
cool because I feel sorry for my kid if they had to follow my superstitions. As you know, I shave my legs on game day, so I don't think a 6-year-old would have too much hair to shave. But
What about the fade? This is
the
something
fade
new.
every 2 weeks, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, mate. I'll be getting if I have a boy, their hair will be fading straight away from my boy Iran the barber.
It's gone to a whole new level, this haircut of yours.
You
isn't
like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like sometimes every once in a while we'll get a picture of you current versus you when you're a 17 or 18-year-old.
Ones. I had a massive afro then.
That is very
Speaking
funny.
of haircut, is there any chance if I bring Iran out that you'll get a fade?
No.
What if he gives it to you for free?
No.
And gives you a plug on Instagram?
No way.
Surely.
No.
Surely.
No.
A free haircut, you get a fade, you just got to rock it for at least a month because obviously you can't change it.
No.
And then it grows back.
You blokes get in the finals. And I'll see you then, Imran. That's your name. Iran. Get in the finals, we'll talk.
All right, it's a deal.
Get in the finals,
it is done.
and we will
All
talk.
right, it's a certainty because we're going to play finals, mate. It's a certainty.
Now, did you see this in horse racing? A kangaroo
I
on
did.
the inside of the track
Crazy.
was going as quick as all the horses
I know,
in
should've
an
kept
actual
running.
horse race, and then ducked out. The horses didn't even see
Didn't
it.
get hit.
Dangerous.
I know, scary.
I know. Baseball, Boston Red Sox fan had probably the worst day of his entire life at the
what is
baseball.
this?
Proposed to his girlfriend on the big
no.
screen, and she said no.
Oh, no.
As the couple
That
remained
is so
on
bad.
screen, the crowd started chanting.
Are you sure
she
it wasn't a
said
hoax?
no.
Sam, was it a
she
hoax?
said no.
Did you see it, Marco?
No, I didn't
Sam,
see
did
it.
you see it?
I saw it.
Are you sure it wasn't
Do
a
you think
hoax?
it was fake?
I didn't see it.
How about the
I think
crowd?
it was real.
It was legitimate that he proposed and she said no.
No. And then the whole crowd started saying, she said no. Giving it to him.
Did he cry or did he
So he
walk off?
He proposed, and then they started arguing, and they stayed on the screen, and that's when the crowd started
They
chanting.
started arguing.
Well, as you would if you've just been rejected in front of thousands of people.
Do you reckon they're still going out, or do you reckon it's just...
Nah.
You're not marrying me, so
No,
I'm done.
she's moved on.
I'm done.
I almost guarantee it. Esports. Now, this is, what's this? Electronic sports, is it? The AFL wants to get involved in esports with Etihad Stadium in a tournament and teams created under the AFL club banners. What does this mean, Sam? I don't understand.
Sammy?
I'm not
Can you
in this
explain
space.
this to us, please?
So, as you'll be all over this, this is PlayStation, FIFA, and Call of Duty, and
What do
all
they
that
wanna
sort of
do?
stuff. They
I'm
want
all
to
over
have
Xbox.
teams like Xbox and PlayStation teams play for Collingwood and stuff like that.
You're joking.
You're kidding me.
That is awesome.
It's back page of the Age.
But it won't
today.
be. It'd be any. So someone. It won't be a player signing to Collingwood. It could be a random person who's good at COD, and
Yeah.
he could sign.
So, like we've got a netball team and a
That is cool.
AFLW team.
I could be a two. I could play two sports. I could live out my dream and play two sports. I could be an AFL player
Yeah.
and an Xbox superstar.
How much?
Thoughts?
Do they make any money?
I don't care if they don't make money. I can
You don't
make
care.
money playing footy and
Do this
I can
one
be
for
an
nothing.
Absolute champion in AFL Evolution.
Well,
and NBA 2K.
start now,
FIFA
let's see what
17,
happens.
Call of Duty, have you played that?
No.
There's a new game called Mafia 2 that's coming out. Mafia 3.
Is this suitable for my child?
Has
No.
your child played Grand Theft Auto?
No, he calls it something else.
Well, don't play Grand Theft Auto. So
That's
don't
no
play
good.
Mafia.
He
No,
wants to
don't
get
play.
Grand Theft Auto.
No, don't.
He calls
give
it
to
something
him.
else. GTA.
GTA. GTA 5.
Yeah, he wants to get GTA.
Yeah, get it and play it with him.
Righto.
Don't.
No
don't.
worries.
Don't.
Don't do it?
It's R18, mate. It's not for kids. It's not for kids.
All right.
It's a
Kelly?
good game, though. Rockstar Games.
Rockstar Games.
That's what their that's what the promotional company's called.
Now, to everybody out there, make sure you get along to the MCG this
Get there,
Saturday.
please.
10 past 2 kicks away. How about that? The late, great Len
Champion.
Thompson. What a superstar he was. Get along and buy one of these little beauties. Support the team. And hopefully the Maggies have a big win over the arch enemy on Saturday afternoon. See you next time, folks.
Thanks to our friends at Subway, this has been another episode of Sports Galore. If you've got feedback on the show or you have a topic you'd like the guys to talk about, use the club's official social channels to let us know. Go Pies.